Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel SS Analysis. First of all, I would like to tell you that if you are watching this video first time, subscribe my channel to see my more upcoming videos on analysis of different commodities and equity indices. And second important thing is to watch this video till its end to understand this solely to take your decision. Your one like will motivate me to be regular in working more hard for you. Let us start the day to analyze the movements of S&P 500 in different time frames. Here you can see that a strong upward move was there in S&P 500 on Wednesday, but now it seems to lose its strength. Friends, this is a daily chart of S&P 500. As I have already explained in my last video on S&P 500 that I find it very difficult for S&P 500 to cross this stiff resistance levels of 2943, but Apple lifted S&P 500 on Wednesday with its upbeat results. But what if the Fed reads no more apples for next day? On analysis of the movements of S&P 500 in different time frames, I find that the bulls have started to feel this sudden dose provided with Apple on Wednesday. I find that the absence of no more apple and scarcity of further supplements, if not provided by Federal Reserve tonight while announcing its final decision after 40 minutes from now, will result in enhancing the current exhaustion in S&P 500. I find that feelings of exhaustion look to have already started to prevail over the current moves of S&P 500. I find that the current exhaustion is going to turn in steep downward moves in a short while when the Federal Reserve will announce its decision. Federal Reserve policymakers may decide Wednesday that falling inflation reinforce a message of caution on interest rate moves rather than bowing to President Donald Trump's demand for drastic action to boost the US economy. The Federal Open Market Committee is all but certain to hold interest rates steady at the close of a two-day meeting in Washington and repeat its policy statement at 2 p.m. that the central bank will be patient in making future moves. So friends, I find that the formation of this exhaustive candle is evident enough for going bearish pressure on S&P 500 futures. Therefore, I find that this zone seems to finalize the further directional move of S&P 500 futures, where I find that we will going to see sharp moves both from the bulls and the bears well till May 9, 2019. But finally, I find that we will see steep downward moves which will start in the absence of further stimulating results. Therefore, I find that the S&P 500 futures have started to show exhaustion. Let us see this chart in an hourly time frame. Here you can see when the Apple announced its upbeat results, S&P 500 futures started to move upward and the bulls were making futile attempts to sustain at the levels of 2952, but they could not, and finally they have started to move downward and finally have taken support at 2943. But I find after few minutes when the Federal Reserve will announce its final decision, we will see going bearish pressure in S&P 500. Here you can see the current position of moving averages, where the 20 days exponential moving average has come below the 20 days moving average, which indicates short-term bearishness in S&P 500, which may continue up to the levels of 2892, where the 200 days moving average will provide some support in a short time. But I find that a closing below the levels of 2887 will result in more downward moves if S&P 500 does not find support at 200 days moving average in an hourly time frame. I find that the overall trend will remain bearish during the days ahead. No doubt that we will see some upward moves till May 9th, but after May 9th, we may find S&P 500 to remain under bearish pressure. On the lower side, I find that the S&P 500 futures may find a good support at 2814, from where we may find some upward moves, but our trend will going to remain under selling pressure because every upward move will be sold by the bears. So let us see what the Federal Reserve is going to announce finally after 45 minutes. So thank you friends, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to share this video with your more and more friends. Thank you.